Welcome back to the Byers Softball Complex here in South Bend, Indiana, and the race for the championship is officially on as we work our way through the back door here in the loser's side. Commentator's name is Chris Abbott. It says right there on the graphic, 23 degrees Celsius. That's about 69 Fahrenheit, I guess. It's a nice evening here in South Bend. JDT, the visiting team in this one. Fetty Eater lead things off. Jordan Pomeroy, Choco Munoz behind him. Jeff Lyons in the 4 spot. Justin Lekowski took last game off. He draws back in. Guadalupe A. John is in the 6 spot. Jonathan Lynch, Braden Ducharme, and Dallas Cornelius rounding things out. The home team is the Midland Explorers. Left to right in the outfield, David Picorni, Paul Miklovic, Valen Mata, Owen Lukin, and Jordan Sherman up the middle with Jesse Cornell drawing in at third base. Tony Wark at first. Juan Pepe will be doing the pitching, and Ivan Sachs is flashing the signs. Juan Pepe had a masterful performance in the win yesterday morning, even though he was losing going in to the end of the game. I don't think those stats, well, they might reflect the last game from Midland. But Midland won its first game yesterday over Pueblo. They lost to, gosh, I've lost track now, but I think it was the Drillers after that. Regardless, Eater out to second base, and quickly there's one out as Sherman will make the play. Here's Jordan Pomeroy, the center fielder. JDT coming off an 8-4 win over the Bar Buzz on this field about 25 minutes ago. And basically the task is simple here on this diamond. You win, you keep going. This one and 2 more tonight. We're playing ball all night here in Indiana, and Jordan Pomeroy gets enough of that to lift it out over the infield. He's got a 1-out single. So I'll bring up Choco Munoz. He was frustrated in the last game as he went 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts against the Bar Buzz. They were working him with outside rise balls, and they had success. Let's see how Juan Pepe approaches him here. Comes at him with a rise ball that caught a lot of the plate. Pepe makes the ball dance, doesn't throw it that hard, and I'm looking forward to when he does this again. He has a changeup that kind of starts with an arc in the arm side batter's box and then floats its way back in over the plate. It's really a sight to behold. I'm sure we'll get a chance to see it as this game goes on. He's going to have to be careful with some of these JDT power hitters, though, in using that pitch. There's an outside drop ball from Pepe. And I'm sorry, I said he didn't throw that hard. He throws plenty hard, but he has that changeup that is a bit of a mind number for batters. Fouled away by Choco Munoz, Alejo Munoz, as he was hunting for that foul line. David Picorni out there, the Czech left fielder. Counts 1 and 2, says our home plate umpire tonight, Kevin Wallace. Looking sharp, by the way, the umpires in those white shirts and gray pants. Munoz out to right, running and making the grab is Valen Mata out there. He had to come a long way. Looked like that was going to fall in, but it is a little windy here, and the ball's been hanging up. And that hangs up long enough for Mata to retire Munoz with the second out. So I'll bring Jeff Lyons to the plate. He had a couple of hard hit balls right up the middle earlier today, and Pepe I don't know if you guys saw that. He ducked out of the way after letting go of that pitch because he knows Lyons tends to send it back up the middle, and Pepe put it right where Lyons likes it, a rise ball in the middle of the plate. Strike 2 called. And Pepe working ahead. Might see Jordan Pomeroy in motion, although at 0-2 with the likelihood of a pitch being out of the zone pretty high, maybe not. We'll see. Gets in the dirt, and that will be enough for Pomeroy to scamper down to second on the wild pitch. Lyons gets under this. Everyone over for a look, but it's going to fall foul into the JDT bullpen. Just waiting for a ball to come back into play. Back up the middle, like I talked about with Lyons, but Pepe knocks it down, protects himself, and flips it on to first to get out of the inning. Lyons is on the ball this afternoon, and it's a great spot to be in when you have to win a bunch of games in a row. There was a changeup, and Pepe does well to knock it down and end the threat. We're off to the bottom of the first inning, and we're off and running in this one from South Bend. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning and take a look at the lineup for the home team, the Midland Explorers. Paul Miklovic is in center field. I've got Chris Heinlein at third, not Jesse Cornell, so we'll have to double check on that. In fact, I think we've got our wrong graphic. Fallon Mata, Tony Work, Francisco Lombardo, Ivan Sachs. Okay, it's just Cornell. Then Picorni, Sherman, and Lucan rounding things out. So Heinlein is the third baseman instead of Cornell. That's the only difference there. And defensively for JDT, Munoz, Pomeroy, Lynch in the outfield. Jonathan sat out the morning game, or the earlier game. John Ducharme up the middle. Laskowski, Lyons on the corners. Dallas Cornelius will do the catching. For today's starter, Maxi Montero. Maxi came on in relief a couple of times already this week. That's his numbers from earlier today, I think. And it will be Paul Miklovic leading things off, the center fielder.
Midland, number 7, Paul Miklovic.
Strike called in the outside corner. So looking at our updated tournament bracket here, is Midland beat the Bar Blues earlier today. This is their second game. Winner of this game will go on to play the Bear Creek Express next on this diamond. Meanwhile, on the other diamond, it's Kegel waiting to play the winner of Pueblo and Sandlot. Winner of that plays the Northeast Drillers. Winner of that plays the winner of the Bear Creek winner of this game. That all happens tonight, folks. So settle in, because we're here for the long haul. And if you're a fan from Australia or New Zealand or Japan and you're used to these games happening way out of your comfort zone, not tonight or not today. We've got it here for you. Two and two to count on Paul Miklovic, the leadoff man for Midland. Fouls that away as well. So I believe I just heard that Sandlot beat Pueblo, but that's just based on what I heard out of my peripheries. So not entirely sure. Changeup gets Miklovic out in front. He'll go down swinging. And Maxi Montero starts the game with a strikeout. So Chris Heinlein will step in, veteran third baseman. He was at second base in the Midland game that I did yesterday, and he was great defensively. First pitch is going to be low. Heinlein will stroke this out over the infield and out of the reach of Ducharme at second base, and Heinlein continues his hot tournament. Getting on base for Valen Mata, the young power hitting right fielder. Mata had the game-winning home run yesterday over Pueblo in a game that looked like Midland was going to be shut out. Two-run home run to right center field, and that was the difference in the 2-1 victory. Well, he was swinging for another one right there. Low and outside. Montero's going to want to be careful. They know each other well, both Argentinians. Valen, the latest in the Mata lineage, softball royalty in Argentina. His brother Huemel here with the Northeast Drillers. Speaking of drilled, that hits Mata on the arm, and he will take first base. Actually caught him on his top hand. Let's take another look here. Yeah, that check swing catches the back elbow. Montero was chatting with umpire Kevin Wallace to see if he was in the act of swinging. He wasn't. It was a check swing. Mata's hit by a pitch, and now there's two aboard for Midland in the bottom of the first. Tony Wark with a chance to drive in a runner. First pitch to Wark is low. Foul tip. Wark goes down to a knee. Changeup is low. Wark again down to a knee. As Montero and Cornelius keeping things at the bottom of the zone for big Tony Wark. They go upstairs this time, changing the eye level, and they'll get Wark to chase. Second strikeout of the inning for Maxi Montero. Yet another Argentinian, big Francisco Lombardo. They'll start him low. Montero is kind of imploring himself to bring the pitches up a little bit as he's missed low on a number. And it's fine to miss low, but you want it to be a little bit closer. That nearly hit Lombardo on the arm. Montero shakes off the first pitch called by Cornelius and the second and the third. Expect Lombardo's going to call time here, and the fourth. How many pitches do you have? Time called. Want to be careful with Lombardo, that's for certain. All right, back on him. He shakes him off again. You would think when they went out to talk, they would have discussed which pitch to throw next. But anyway, I just find that funny. And Lombardo stings it to second, but right there to make the play is Braden Ducharme. That will end the threat in a hurry. That ball got on Ducharme in an instant. A drop ball that caught way too much of the plate. And Braden Ducharme will make the snag to end the inning. Nothing to cross through one. In the top of the second inning, it will be Justin Laskowski, Guadalupe Ajon, and Jonathan Lynch coming up for JDT. Canadian Justin Laskowski will lead things off for JDT. He did not play in the win over the Barbuzz. First pitch swinging, and Tony Wark will grab it, step on the bag for the first out. 3 in a row retired by Juan Pepe now. Laskowski got 2 steps out of the box before he turned around and walked back. First pitch called strike on Guadalupe Ajon. He has been one of the best hitters so far this week for JDT. Thought about chasing a rise ball. They'll check down at first base. He did not swing. Goes after this one though, and nowhere close. Skied on the right side, few steps onto the grass, and making the play, Jordan Sherman. Rise ball, that kind of a half swing by Ajon. And turns into a harmless pop-up. So here's Jonathan Lynch, member of the U.S. men's national team. He also did not play in the win over the Buzz. Jonathan Lynch can play on my team any day. Dangerous player. Speed, power, defense, clutch hitting. Just the kind of leader you want on your squad. On the ground out to second. Sherman with time. And he sends it on over to get Lynch with a smooth transition. 3 up and 3 down, 5 in a row retired by Juan Pepe. We've settled ourselves into a good ball game here in South Bend. For Midland in the bottom half of the second inning, Ivan Sachs, followed by David Pokorny and Jordan Sherman. Last time I saw Jordan Sherman, he went by Preston Sherman for the men's national team at the recent Pan American Championships. You know, it's hard enough learning everyone's name, then they start throwing multiple names at me. Alejo Munoz, Chaco Munoz. Maxi Montero. Rise ball up and out of the zone. Sachs was a pest in the game against Pueblo yesterday. Multiple singles. Drop ball is low. Inside drop ball is too far inside. And Montero has been having a little bit of trouble locating his pitches so far. 3-1 to count on Sachs. Sachs gets into this one. Pomeroy tracking back, and he'll make the play. Jordan Pomeroy gets a good jump. Sachs put a charge into it, but the JDT center fielder is there to make the play. David Pokorny, nice cleats, by the way. Member of the Czech national team. First pitch swinging out to Ducharme, and very quickly now 2 down the second. Ducharme has been real good out there defensively for JDT. That's a good spot, but misses. But if you're Montero, that's where you want to throw that one. Time called as Braden Ducharme has to retrieve a ball fouled off from the other field. That's a rise ball in the zone called strike. And Montero finding it a little bit better here right now. Sherman chases a drop ball, pulls off of it, and it's 3 up and 3 down for Maxi Montero here in the second. He's now retired 5 in a row himself. So a pitcher's duel underway in this game. .891 hitters for JDT in the third inning. Braden Ducharme first to face Juan Pepe. He goes after the first pitch. Long run for Miklovic. He's called off by Picorni, who makes the play. Again, if you were with us earlier, we were talking about the wind, showing you the wind. And when the balls are getting up in the wind, it is a challenge for the outfielders. So balls that look like routine fly balls, anything but. This looked like it was headed towards Miklovic, and it drifts all the way over to Picorni in left to make the play. Cornelius swings at the first pitch from Pepe and fouls it off. Cornelius had a big 2 RBI single in the last game to help JDT get the win. Actually, don't want to shortchange him. It was an RBI double for Dallas Cornelius. Into the right center field gap. Change up, and that's fouled off. So as I mentioned, the winner of this game gets the Bear Creek Express, who were knocked down into the loser's side after playing their brothers, the Bear Creek Gremlins, in the late game last night. A 4-1 win for the Gremlins. Jack Besgrove had 15 strikeouts. Pepe gets crossed up with sacks on that one. Cornelius gets a good piece, but flares it off foul. Strike 3 called. Nice pitch from Pepe. Cornelius goes down looking. Have to see it again. It looked like a little bit of a curveball back over the inside corner. Let's see. Yeah, exactly what it was. So that'll bring up Fetty Eater. For such a short name, there's a lot of E's. One every second letter. Short for Federico. Change up. Eater gets into it and sends it high and deep and gone. Solo home run, Fetty Eater, to open the scoring in this game. And he has been all over it for JDT at this Saturday at the USA Softball National Championship. Eater got that one up in the air and it just kept tracking out. A changeup. And he hits it to the deepest part of the ballpark.
Brings up number 20, Jordan Pollard.
A 2-out home run by Eater opens the scoring. That'll bring up Jordan Pomeroy, who takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Pomeroy was stranded last inning after singling with 1 out. Sachs tries to hold it for a long time. Get another look at that one, Jaime, maybe. As Pepe and Sachs making their disdain known. See the last pitch again? That's okay. Might have to get it after this one, but I'm just curious to see what the... no angle on it. Doesn't matter. Pomeroy flares this out, and Jordan Pomeroy is 2 for 2. So whether or not they like the call, they're going to like that a whole lot less. As Pomeroy singles for the second time in this game, and he's starting to heat up.
Brings up number 43, Choco Munoz.
So Choco Munoz to the plate. He's still looking for his first hit today. Strike 1 right down Main Street, South Bend. Highway 31, I think I was on earlier today. That goes through the wickets, and Pomeroy, for the second time in a row, will advance on a wild pitch. Count 1-1 on Munoz. Infield playing straight up. Corners playing behind the bags, respecting Munoz's power. This one's off. way foul. Pepe delivers. Slow roller. Cutting across his hind line, and he is so good on the infield. Makes that very tough play look routine. Chris Heinlein ending the inning. Highlighted by this Fetty Eater solo home run. That's the only scoring we've had so far in this one. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. 9-1-2 coming up for Midland. So Owen Lucan will lead things off. He's in the 9th spot today, playing shortstop. As Midland will try and get something going here against Maxi Montero. They've had a single and a hit by pitch, but that's all the offense so far in this one for Midland. Montero comes well off the first base side of that rubber. And some guys like that. Like if the pitcher's jumping to the side and the ball is coming from fouled off. How can I explain this? If a pitcher's coming straight at you and the ball's coming kind of hidden from their side, it can be tougher to pick up than if they're jumping to the side, yet their right arm still has to come through that sight line. So there's less body and you can kind of get a better look at the ball, if that makes any sense. If you've been in there, you know what I mean. And some guys, you just see them better. Like there's some pitchers that I played against that I could see it no matter what they did. And some who others had a lot of success, I couldn't figure it out. It's a very unique game like that. I was watching something last week, and it was former Major League slugger Cecil Fielder. And he was talking about who was the pitcher? I want to say it was Roger Clemens. I think it was. And they did the comparison. He was 2 for 50 against Clemens with 20-some strikeouts. He just couldn't hit him. Lucan grounds out. Maybe it wasn't Clemens. Doesn't really matter. You get my point. Back up to the top, Paul Miklovic. He struck out to start the game. And we'll get a second look at Maxi Montero. Chases a rise ball for strike 1. Montero, 2 strikeouts in the first, 1 in the second. And I don't have a math degree, but he's got 3 in the game. Miklovic shows bunt, does not offer, and it's going to be a ball. Coming to you live here on Softball Premier TV as well as USA Softball TV. We'll be with you all night and then into tomorrow for the final. This is a very prestigious championship on the calendar for men's softball teams. in the dirt for a ball. Miklovic will leave it alone. Just thinking about the Northeast Drillers. They have been sitting around, have not played today. And looking at the clock, I get a feeling that it might be after midnight before the Drillers take the field. This is drilled out to center, but right at Jordan Pomeroy, who is perfectly positioned on that line drive from Paul Miklovic.
Brings up number 1, Chris Heinlein.
A rise ball that caught the top of the zone. Miklovic puts a good swing on it and sends it straight out to Jordan Pomeroy in center field. So here's Heinlein. Singled his first time, takes a changeup high for a ball. Midland from Michigan, JDT from Ontario, Canada. You might say, I thought it was the USA National Championship. Well, it is. But a few years ago, the field was opened up to bring in some better competition. So that's why you see players from all kinds of different countries here. Most, if not all, of the top men's fast pitch players in the world are here this week. On the ground to third. Laskowski takes it on a couple of hops across the diamond. And Maxi Montero has settled into a groove. Another 3 up, 3 down inning. That's 8 in a row sat down by the JDT starter as he gets the pesky Chris Heinlein to chop it to his counterpart at third base, Justin Laskowski. JDT out of the inning. We go to the fourth, JDT up by 1. It'll be Jeff Lyons leading things off for JDT in the top of the fourth inning. Lyons grounded back to Juan Pepe on a stinger in his first at-bat. And this one rolls out in front. Look at Pepe sliding but throws it away. He had some time. He threw it away. Lyons is around second. He's heading for third. There's going to be a play at third, and Lyons will slide in safely. I thought it might have been a foul ball off Lyons. Let's see here. This will give us a good angle. Nope, he rolls it out, and Lyons knew because he started running. And Pepe just airmails it. That's a 3-base error to start this inning. Ivan Sachs is asking Kevin Wallace to get the umpires together and see if it was a foul ball or not. Now they're joking about going to video replay. Not a feature here this week. And our video replay just showed that it was pretty clean. And listen, the batters always tell you on that one if it dribbles out after it hits them because they know they're likely to be out. And Lyons started running. Pepe did a good job to get to the ball, but then made a terrible throw. Likely because he was on one knee with his right leg kicked out to the side, completely off balance. And now Laskowski gets into it. It's deep, and it is off the fence. Justin Laskowski will pull into second, and Jeff Lyons will trot home from third. I thought that was gone off the bat. It hit the fence on the fly. An RBI double for Justin Laskowski. Drop ball right in the middle of the plate, and Laskowski with a stand-up RBI double. So now 2-0 JDT. Nobody out, runner on second, and Ajon at the plate. And he fouls the first one off. Ajon popped up to second in his first at-bat. And fouls this away. In the dirt for a ball. Ajon checks his swing, shakes his head no, and Kevin Wallace agrees behind the plate. Full count on Guadalupe Ajon. And he spanks this out into short center field. This is going to score another run. Ajon will round first and track back an RBI single. And JDT is up by a field goal. And a quick visit on the mound as Juan Pepe all of a sudden is getting peppered. Lyons reaches on an error. Liskowski crushes a double, and Ajon drops a single into short left center field. And it's 3-0 JDT with Jonathan Lynch coming to the plate. Kevin Wallace has seen enough. He's going to break up this gathering on the mound. Maybe discussing what to do here because it's very likely that Lynch would bunt. Not crazy to think that Ajon would take off running. But Jonathan Lynch is also just as likely to hit a home run. So you've got to be careful here. There's also nobody out. So part of that message is, okay, guys, there's 3 runs in. How far are we going to let this go? Let's settle back in and take our outs as they come to us.
Next batter, 23, John Lynch.
Lynch shows bunt. Heinlein crashing back to the mound. Pepe this time makes the throw. And it's a well-executed sacrifice bunt by Jonathan Lynch. Pepe on to the covering Sherman for the first out. Chris Heinlein was almost in the right-handed batter's box by the time there's contact made with that. Pepe does well. After you throw one away, sometimes it can weigh on you a little bit, so good on Pepe for getting back on the horse and making a strong throw. First pitch swinging, Braden Ducharme, who flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Change up. And Ducharme swings for strike 2. Might have been a called strike on the pitch. Doesn't matter. It's strike 2. Don't think we're keeping stats that exact. Ducharme, though, deep in a hole, however you slice it, fights off the 0-2 pitch. Here at ABI Field inside Bayer Softball Complex. Ducharme is going to poke this one through the right side. Ajon is around third, and he's going to score without a throw. Speed kills. And it is the third hit of the inning off Juan Pepe, and the third run that has come around to score. See Dallas Cornelius saying, "You can stand up, Guadalupe. That ball's still in the outfield. You got home so quickly." So here's Dallas Cornelius. And JDT is smelling blood in the water right now. Cornelius went down looking in his first at-bat. Trying to see if there's anyone getting loose for Midland. Though I think they're only starting to mill around right now. View is obstructed a little bit. Fouled away. In terms of options out of the bullpen for Midland, John Guizdala, national team member, is over there. That's outside, gets away from Sachs for ball 3. Ducharme can saunter on down to second base, and he's up into scoring position. And the wheels kind of coming off it for Juan Pepe here in the top half of the fourth. The 3-1, Cornelius swings, and it's a foul tip, bringing the count full. Here comes the full count pitch from Pepe. Still just one down in the inning to the 9 batter, Dallas Cornelius. And that's ball 4, inside and low. And that's going to do it for Juan Pepe, 2 times through the order. We're going to get a pitching change, and we'll take a quick break watching the 2026 USA Softball Men's Major National Championship in South Bend, Indiana. John Guizdala will take over on the mound here for Midland, and Juan Pepe, who's left him with a little bit of a mess to clean up. Runners at first and second, just one out, and the top of the order for Fetty Eater. All he did was homer in his last at-bat. Critical point in this game. Eater's going to bunt. Oh, my God. That's the best bunt in fast pitch history. You cannot do it better than that. That had backspin on it. If you're a golfer, that's the same as chipping it and sticking it next to the pin. Get out of here. Home run last at-bat. 7.5-foot bunt this at-bat. Come on.
Number 20, Jordan Pomeroy.
So Jordan Pomeroy will step in with the bases loaded, and he's 2 for 2. Infield is in for the Explorers. And that gets away from Sachs. Big jump from Ducharme. But he throws on the brakes and scampers back. Three runs in already. Pomeroy is the 8th batter of the inning for JDT. In the dirt, and again, it's going to get away far enough for Ducharme to make an attempt, and he will score without a throw. The 5th run for JDT, the 4th of the inning. Eater moves up to 2nd, and Gonzalez, running for Cornelius, moves up to 3rd. Pomeroy takes a drop ball at the knees for a called strike. Pomeroy swings over it for strike 2. Valen Mata is playing very deep in right field. Lots of room out there should Pomeroy pull one. Infield still in. And that's inside, running the count full. Pomeroy seeing it well in this game. Singles. He had a single in the game this morning, or I say this morning, the first game as well. Chases a drop ball though and swings over it for strike 3. So Guizdala will get the first out on his arm, and we'll take another look. That fell off the table. Nice pitch, John Guizdala. Munoz takes inside. So it is the Kegel Black Knights and the Sandlot Merchants playing on the other diamond right now. Kegel up 2. Change up, gets Munoz out in front. Long run for Miklovic, and he'll make the play. So a tough day for Choco Munoz continues. Guizdala comes in and stems the threat. Let's watch that bunt again from Fetty Eater, though. Oh, that is softball art. 4 across in the inning, and JDT will carry a 5-0 lead to the bottom of the 4th. So Midland needs to get something going here. They're down 5, and order if you want to. Valen Mata leading things off. for the Explorers. First pitch swinging on the ground. Ajon double pumps and sends it across. Mata is retired. Maxi Montero is in some kind of groove. I talked earlier back in the first or second inning about him struggling a little bit with his control. Now he's hitting those spots with his pitches, and that's why we're seeing a little bit of weak contact going around the order.
Number 18, Tony Wark.
So Tony Wark will step in. He went down swinging on a rise ball in his first at-bat. If you remember, they were working him down, 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 and then surprised him with the rise ball and got the chase. Real nice sequencing between Cornelius and Montero. And they're ahead 0-1, and Montero wants to fix up the landing spot, which, just from our vantage point, I could see when he went to flip the rock out, I lost sight of his foot. So there's a pretty deep hole out there on the mound right now as Montero works from that side of the rubber. You can see it right there. Like, it looks like you need a shovel and a rake, and they probably will after the game, but that's working out pretty good. And part of that, folks, is all the rain we had here over the last, well, it started late last night and went through the morning, and it came down heavy. The grounds crew here did a wonderful job to get us even playing today. One hopper to Laskowski. Wark doesn't even drop the bat, and he's the second out of the inning. And with the level of softball that's being played, these guys are big men. They're pushing, they're jumping, they're tearing it up pretty good. There's not a lot of time to work on the mound and the batter's boxes between games, so we'll see how it holds up. 2 more games after this one on this diamond tonight. Here's Francisco Lombardo. Takes outside for ball 1. He hit a screamer to Braden Ducharme at second to end the first inning. And that was the end of the offense for Midland. If that gets through, they're on the board. And instead, it's been all Maxi Montero since. He's retired 9 in a row. On the ground, foul. .8:37 local time in South Bend. Next game on this diamond is scheduled for 9:30. 2-hour game slots. Can be ambitious at times at this level. And for JDT, they're looking to run off 4 wins to get themselves into tomorrow. And that would be a piece of softball history if they were able to do that. They've got 1 in the bag, and they're on their way to the second one. And we've not yet seen Devin McCullough, who would be considered one of their aces. I mean, they've got a really deep pitching staff. We've seen a lot of Montero. We've seen Johnny Suriel, Devin McCullough, Pami Madzalukwa. Like, they've got enough arms here with them in South Bend to make it happen. Short fly ball, and Munoz dives, can't come up with it. And into second with a double is Francisco Lombardo. Munoz was playing back, respecting the power of his countrymen. Had to come a long way, and Lombardo finds grass to break up the streak of 9 consecutive retired.
Next batter, number 9, Ivan Sachs.
So Ivan Sachs will have an opportunity to answer back for Midland. Midland, Michigan, fastbed of the hotbed of fast pitch, fastbed. There you go, Chris. Talk to yourself as long as I have this weekend. You're going to mix up a few words. Let me try that again. Take two. Midland, Michigan is a hotbed of fast pitch. Have hosted numerous world championships and world tournaments. And the Explorers, a legacy franchise. Change up from Montero, gets Sachs out in front. And Sachs chases a drop ball for strike three. Fourth strikeout of the game for Maxi Montero. He will strand the runner at second base. And after four complete, the score remains JDT First Energy 5, Midland Explorers no score. So we played the top of the fifth inning, and it's the guy with 2 5s on his back, Jeff Lyons, leading things off. Reached on an error, came around to score last inning. This will be his first look at John Guizdala. Lyons led off in the fourth. JDT sent everyone to the plate. Defensive change as well for Midland. Out in right field, Anthony Oresco has taken over for Valen Mata. Lyons rips that pitch foul. One, 2 the count on the JDT first baseman. He's officially 0 for 2. Takes down low. Lyons in on the hands. Slow roller out to Sherman at second, and he'll make the play on the first. One away. Drop ball in on the hands. Easy one for Jordan Sherman. Laskowski doubled to left center field last time around. It's a big hack at that pitch. Was looking to go to right field. from our camera out in center field. The wind's still whipping around. There's some mesh between the backstop and the building that we are in, and it's been blowing around as well. Laskowski sends this out to deep right center, and this is going to get down. He's around first and into second with his second double in as many at-bats. This time to right center.
That brings up number 5, Guadalupe Aja.
Splitting the outfielders, Miklovic and Oresco. So Guadalupe Ajon to the plate. Changeup floats across for strike one on Ajon. Someone in the chat asked who the home plate umpire was. That is Kevin Wallace, veteran USA softball umpire. Haven't seen Kevin in a while. Last time I saw Kevin, we were together in Hermosillo, Mexico at the Men's World Cup group stage a couple of years ago. Had a chance to catch up with him yesterday for a little bit, although the umpires have been very busy. Ajon skies it on the right side. Sherman will call off Wark and make the play, 2 down. We've seen some mile-high pop-ups over the first couple of days of this tournament.
23, John Lynch.
There's Jonathan Lynch, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. Talked earlier about Eder hitting the home run and then laying down a bunt. Lynch just as likely to hit a home run as lay down a bunt as well. Jonathan Lynch also has the best home run trot in fast pitch, so I would love to see him hit one just for that. Those who know, know, and for the rest of you, I'll leave the suspense and see if we can get one from him. He knows Gwizdala well. They play together on the U.S. men's national team. Laskowski, the runner, out at second. 2 outs. Lynch swings through it, 1 and 2. See that the chat is quite interested in who all the umpires are, so let me run it down for you. We've got Bruce Kilmoyer over at third, and we've got Jose Travis at first. Check that, reverse that. Bruce Kilmoyer is at first, Jose Travis is at third. Got some diehards in the chat wondering about the umpires. I love it. Lynch fouls it off to stay alive. That is usually the thing about softball fans. There's not very many casuals. There was a beer with the brand Alexander Keith's from Canada, and their tagline was, "Those who like it a lot." I think softball fits into that category. Lynch reaches out for it. Heinlein to his left across the diamond to end the inning. Nothing across for JDT in the top of the 5th. 7-8-9 coming up for Midland in the bottom. And Chris Heinlein making it look easy once again. David Picorni leading things off for Midland. He grounded out softly to second base, and Montero did not like that pitch, nor the way he landed. Maxi Montero's been very, very good. Just 2 hits, 1 hit by pitch. He has not walked a single batter, and that makes all the difference. Oh, rise ball, I think, for a strike. Cornelius tried to frame that and pull it up a little bit, but it was low. Change up, and a good one. Rise ball gets Picorni swinging, and he's down on strikes and 0 for 2. Fifth strikeout of the game for Maxi Montero. Take another look at this pitch. Rise ball that might never have been a strike, but it got Picorni's eyes to light up on the way by. Starts Sherman off with a drop ball and misses. Montero's been efficient as well. He's had 2 3 up, 3 down innings, 1 4 batter inning. Catches the outside corner for a strike. Jordan Sherman asking Kevin Wallace where that one was. Maybe they discussed what they each saw. Takes a little off again, and Sherman will leave it down. Fouled away. That's going to fall in left field on the other diamond. Wonder if the Savannah Bananas would consider that a hit. 2-2 the count on Jordan Sherman. Strike 3 called as that one came back. And that's 3 strikeouts in a row for Maxi Montero. Little screwball action on that one. So with 2 down, it'll be Owen Lucan. First pitch swinging, fouled off. Lucan grounded out to Braden Ducharme at second base in his first at bat. Comes back across arm side, but this one's inside for a ball. Takes something off and gets Lucan out in front. Montero going to the changeup a little bit more now. Second time through the order. A little bit low, maybe a little bit outside as well. And low again. So Lucan having a good at-bat. Count is full. And the first walk issued by Maxi Montero as he loses the number 9 hitter.
Next batter, number 7, Paul Miklovic.
Yep, never a strike. I think he wanted that to be a low rise ball, but it never came up. So back to the top of the order, and Paul Miklovic. He slaps one out to short. Ajon goes the short way to the covering Ducharme, and that will end the inning. So a great at-bat from Owen Lucan, and then first pitch swinging Paul Miklovic. Grounds into the fielder's choice to end the inning. He had the right idea, but got just a little bit too much of the ball, and it was an easy play for Ajon. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. JDT up by 5. Braden Ducharme, followed by Dallas Cornelius, and back to the top for Fedi Eder are the hitters due up for JDT. And Ducharme takes the first pitch from Guizdala and sends it right back from whence it came. Guizdala kind of pounded his glove, and I wonder if he left that one flat. Let's take another look. Yeah, he did. It was probably a high drop ball that didn't move very much. So here's Dallas Cornelius. He walked and was stranded in the 4th. First pitch running, and in there is Ducharme with a stolen base. Never even thought twice about taking off. Throw from Sachs is tailing into the runner, and I don't think Lucan was ever going to be able to get to it. Up and out of the zone. Guizdala showing some signs of frustration out on the mound. But with himself, not with the strike zone, not with the umpire. He's frustrated at himself. Answers back nicely, though, tying up Cornelius inside. That one's up and out of the zone. Check on the count. 2-2. Ducharme at second, nobody out. Cornelius has the slowest swing to get to the changeup. It works like a sacrifice as he'll send Ducharme down to third on the ground out. Good back control by Cornelius to even make contact there. He was caught with the changeup delivery, but makes his out at least a productive one.
Number 11, Fetty Eater.
Speaking of productive, here's Fetty Eater. 2 for 3 home run and a single. Infield drawn in. So what does he do now? A home run, an unbelievable bunt. I guess he's due to like slap one over the infield on the left side. Chop one into the ground out of the reach of one of the infielders. Let's see what he does. Surprise him with a squeeze play. That's not out of the question. Fouls that off his foot. Ducharme came on in to score. In fairness, I didn't see a foul ball sign thrown up. It's 0-2. Getting Eater here would be huge. And he pokes it right through the drawn-in infield. Fetty Eater having himself a day. RBI single brings home Braden Ducharme, makes it 6-0 JDT. And he goes down to get that one. Got the hand-eye coordination of a professional table tennis player. It's unbelievable. First pitch to Jordan Pomeroy's in for a strike. I don't know who would have, like, if you were to say he's got the hand-eye coordination of X. Gotta figure that out. Our PA announcer just said Forrest Gump, and I'm going to go with it. Because if you can do anything as good as Forrest Gump, you might meet the president. Still one of my favorite movies. Fun fact, I won a Forrest Gump trivia contest at the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company one time in Orlando, Florida. I think I got a free appetizer. Pomeroy goes down swinging. Second strikeout for Jordan Pomeroy in this game. He's now 2 for 4.
Number 43, Choco Munoz.
Now I got myself thinking about Universal in Orlando. I can't wait to go back. Dudley Do writes Ripsaw Falls. Top ride, top ride. Hagrid's motorbikes. Oh. Sorry, I said there was no free advertising for anyone. I love that place. Choco Munoz at the plate. 0 for 3 after going 0 for 4 earlier. Very on Choco-like. And he sends this one out to Sherman. Still an 0-4. That'll do it for JDT here in the 6th. 6-0 though, as we go to the bottom. Adrian Spacek will pinch hit for Chris Heinlein to lead things off.
99, Adrian Spacek.
Maxi Montero back out for his 6th inning of work, and why not? He has been outstanding. 6 strikeouts through 5 innings for Montero. Spacek been used sparingly here this week, largely as a runner. Swings through the pitch. And Spacek goes down looking as Kevin Wallace gets the chainsaw out. 1 away. Go. First, let's watch the pitch. Beautiful pitch. Now let's watch Kevin pull the ripcord right there. Here's Anthony Oresco, who came on defensively for Valen Mata earlier in the game. He goes after the first pitch from Montero.
24, Anthony Oresco.
Fouled away. And I don't know Anthony, but with a name like Anthony Oresco, I got a feeling he goes by Tony. Sounds Italian enough to me. And Oresco goes down swinging. Suppose Oresco also a Spanish sounding name, but again, also probably goes by Tony. I'm going to go have to introduce myself and ask.
Next batter, 18, Tony Ward.
2 strikeouts for Maxi Montero to start this inning. And now he'll face Tony Ward for the 3rd time. And Montero calls time late. Evening becoming night in South Bend. We've got 2 more games following this one on this diamond. The winner of this game will face the Bear Creek Express 20 to 30 minutes after the final pitch in this game. And the winner of that game will play the winner of the same scenario that's playing out on the other field right now. Sandlot playing Kegel. Winner of the Sandlot-Kegel game will play the Northeast Drillers. The winner of that game will play the winner of our following game here, if you can follow all that. Swing and a miss for Wark. The Hill United Chiefs and New York Gremlins sitting pretty, still in the winner's bracket, watching everybody else battle it out for a chance to get back at both squads. I think I just said the New York Gremlins. I'll put that in the fine jar. They were for a long, long time the Bear Creek Gremlins. They are. Strikes out the side, does Maxi Montero. Make it 9 for him now. Including this one, Tony Ward goes down for the 2nd time in this game. We're off to the 7th inning in South Bend. Jeff Lyons, first pitch swinging. He's 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs, reached on an error. Lyons is going to call time. Actually, pardon me, there you see it coming in from right field, a foul ball from the other field. Oh and 1 on Lyons, the power hitting first baseman for JDT. And this is a floater over to third base. Making the catch over there is our new third baseman after Heinlein left. Number 34, which I don't have in my book. Could be Elliott Walker.
Number 19, Justin Wisconsin.
So here's Laskowski. He's on a little bit of a double streak. Two for 3 in this game. With an RBI and a run scored. John Guizdala has been on since the 5th. He surrendered just the 1 run. Came on in the 4th, rather. Surrendered just the 1 run, charged to him. On the ground to second, takes a bit of a hop, but good hands by Jordan Sherman. Makes the second out. Laskowski, growing trend of guys not dropping the bat on the way down the first baseline. Here's Guadalupe Ajon. First pitch called strike. JDT up 6-0 in the 7th. They win this game and they will play the Bear Creek Express on this diamond in what would be their 3rd consecutive game today. Nice changeup from Guizdala, called strike. Just missed on the 0-2. Ripped to second, and Sherman in a 6-0 game tries to olay it, and Ajon, 6-0 game or not, is going to make his way into second base. Jordan Sherman makes a little bit of a business decision there, not getting in front of this screamer in a 6-0 game. Tried to play it to the left side. And Ajon is in to second base. So that'll bring in Jonathan Lynch. He's 0 for 2. Fouls off the first pitch. Lynch giving Sachs an extra second after that foul ball. And Lynch swings over it for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and it's picked by Sachs. That'll do it. Lynch goes down, and he'll finish this game without a hit. Another look at this offering from Guizdala. Again, another good drop ball for the strikeout. The bottom of the 7th inning. Plenty of work to do for the Midland Explorers if they want to continue in this tournament.
Leading off for Midland, number 15, Francisco Lombardo.
Francisco Lombardo will lead things off for Midland. He doubled in his last at-bat, had a screamer in the first one. He's been on the ball tonight. And he flares this one to the side, and Jeff Lyons nearly got there, but it will fall foul. That's low for a ball. Montero, he reacts out there, but I think he's okay. One of those, I thought it was way worse than it was when he caught himself on his landing. More so upset with the execution of the pitch. So folks, we do have a little bit of an update. I was talking about it earlier that there would be 2 more games on this diamond. There is rain in the forecast, and honestly, nobody wants to start a game at midnight tonight. Popped up. Coming in, calling for it is Laskowski to make the play. So unofficially now, we will play the last game tonight, 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning. But the winner of this game will still play the Bear Creek Express in what will be the last game on this diamond this season.
Next batter, number 9, Ivan Sachs.
And we appreciate your patience and staying with us. Schedules changing on the fly thanks to weather and some other circumstances we didn't foresee. However, what's that old saying? Adapt or die? We are adapting. So Ivan Sachs is at the plate, 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout, and foul ball comes in from the other field. That made it all the way to short left field in this diamond. That's a hell of a foul ball right there. Strike called on the outside corner. See somebody asking about the Gremlins. They will now play tomorrow morning. Sacks to short. Ajon can't come up with it. Not sure that he would have had a play if he did. Another look. Didn't maybe move as much as Montero would have liked. And of course, we're here in the 7th inning. We've got a courtesy runner coming in for Ivan Sacks.
Number 34.
Picorni, who moved from left field into third base, takes ball 1 low from Maxi Montero. Rise ball, swing and a miss. One ball and 1 strike on Picorni. On the ground to short, Ajon steps on second across the diamond to Lyons to complete the double play. And that will do it for this ball game. JDT with a convincing 6-0 victory. Maxi Montero goes the distance for the shutout and provides some much needed length for the JDT pitching staff. Guadalupe Ajon, always good out at shortstop, and he ends this game with a highlight play. So one more game on this diamond tonight. JDT will play the Bear Creek Express. And one of the best grounds crews and fast pitch will have this turned around in 20 to 30 minutes, and we'll be back for first pitch in a game to see who continues on in the tournament. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be right back. Switch over to the other stream for the next game.